Okay, what's up, world? Live from some random ass backyard in the middle of Los Angeles, California. This video is designed for you. If you want to become an up and coming rap artist, you want to be a creator of hip hop music, but you got a problem, and that is you're addicted to video games, or you're simply spending way too many hours that could be used for valuable skill development as an MC, as a songwriter. You're doing way too much time in chat rooms, talking with folks, developing some skills that aren't actually helping your career. So this video is sort of like a free training for you if you either want to continue playing video games, but you don't know how to also be developing your skills as a rapper, or if you're ready to straight up give up on the video game thing just to focus on rap, but you don't know how. You want to go cold turkey like it's cigarettes or alcohol or whatever it is, but you don't know how to do that either. So we're going to give you a few ideas in this short training so that you know exactly where to go and how to begin developing your skills as a rapper rather than wasting it on something that may not be your priority right now. So without further ado, I'm your host, True Marcy, and this is How to Rap. All right, so of course this is an issue for a lot of rappers in the modern 21st millennial generation. We get it, video games are fun as shit. I love doing it. I'm a sports, Madden 2K kind of guy myself. But you have to make a decision if really becoming a rap artist, becoming a creative is more important to you than, the sort of short-term high that you get from just playing a few games at the end of a long day. So let's first give you some ideas if you're willing to and you can confidently say, yo, I want to keep playing video games, but I don't know how to make it work when I'm trying to also be a rapper and not wasting my time just not actually doing anything with rap. I just spent 4 hours of my day when I could have been writing rhymes, recording songs. I just spent that talking shit on some random chat room with somebody who will never actually hear me flow and will never actually spend any money on my fucking music. All right, so the first thing is you have to understand that there are ways to get better as a rapper, as an MC, using video games, multiplayer platforms, being in chat rooms, all of that. You should be checking out folks like Sir Schizo, if you ever heard of him. He's a young dude who freestyles in multiplayer video game chat rooms. He's pretty nice with it. He battles folks on the chat room, and that's one way you can do it. You can battle folks in chat rooms. One advantage to doing this is folks are more likely to jump out there with you and actually go bar for bar with you because it's anonymous, it's a chat room, it's multiplayer, they don't actually have their real name. It's not like being in real life where, if you spit some bars at them and it's a battle, they might cower down and get afraid because it's actually in person and everybody can see, oh, you lost. The fact that it's anonymous in a chat room is a really good way to convince people online to battle you, especially if it's not their real name and they're not trying to promote themselves. So chat room battles, freestyling in chat rooms on multiplayer games and systems is a really good way to practice your skills and develop your skills as an MC while also playing. Okay, another kind of key tip along with freestyling with folks on multiplayer systems is I would suggest using a shitty or fake account or an account that you don't care about the rating when you're freestyling and rapping on it. Because when you're actually doing this, when you're freestyling while you're playing, when you're interacting with folks in the chat room, I'll tell you, your skills as a video game player and a little bit your skills as a rapper, because you're trying to do two things at once, it's gonna take a hit. So I know that depending on what game you're playing, your rating might matter to you. So I would suggest creating some fake account that you don't really give a shit about and knowing that you're like, when I'm on this account, I'm doing it to freestyle, battle folks, and I don't really care about the ratings, so I'm not gonna be as concerned or have my mind in two different places. Kind of related to the fact that you wanna be using fake accounts and battling folks and using the time that you are playing games to be productive for your rap career, it's a great excuse while you're playing the game to rap about a very specific topic, especially if you're freestyling and you're trying to practice freestyling about one specific thing. So when you're freestyling and playing games and all that, you should be challenging yourself on your shitty account so you don't care about the rating. You should be challenging yourself to be like, all right, I'm gonna spit 16 bars of freestyle about, this desert COD level that I'm on. And I'm gonna have to force myself to freestyle about this particular topic or this particular time zone or whatever it is, time period that I'm playing this game on. Or if I'm playing Madden or 2K, I gotta, keep it to football. I gotta keep it to basketball, whatever it is. While you're playing, it's a really good time to practice staying on topic while you're doing it only rapping about the exact game you're going on. Okay, and the last point about how to get your skills up while you're actually playing video games is it's an easy way to get fans. Again, go back to some of the rappers who are on sort of YouTube famous while they're playing video games, but also spitting. Go research them. Folks like Sir Schizo. I don't know if Right Scum actually plays video games, but I'm sure y'all cats know him. He's pretty funny. All those folks that are able to actually get fans from both their gaming and their rapping, it's a really good way to do it. So if you're able to continue to play video games and break through your addiction, but still develop your skills, it's a really good way to find all those fans who love rap and gaming. So that's important as well. All right, so let's go to you folks that just cannot be able to play video games and rap. You're completely addicted. You're like Pookie in New Jack City. You're a fiend and you need to quit cold turkey. You need to stop rapping. All right, so the first thing we're gonna talk about here for all you folks that are fiendish for this shit is the idea of, do you know how much money you're spending for video games just to upkeep your video game addiction that could go to all the things that you as a rapper trying to blow up, all the things that you need in order to, all those visions that you have about how am I gonna be a dope rapper when I can't afford this or that. You could actually afford to do it if you were spending that money on rap shit and mics and all that rather than on the system, plus the 1 to 2 video games a month, plus whatever internet connection you need. All right, so let's run through a couple ideas of what you could spend your money on if you were spending it on rap and music rather than Xbox and video games. Okay, so let's run through a couple ideas of what you could be spending your money on rather than your upkeep of your video game addiction and actually something that could help your rap career. All right, so your average video game system costs between what, $350 to $450. Your average game about $60. Let's say that you buy maybe 1 to 2 games a month. Okay, that's roughly, let's just say for argument's sake, $500. I can tell you as a rap coach, as an MC myself, you can have a complete sound insulated, pretty good quality home studio for less than $400, less than $500. You know, your mic, pretty good mics, condenser mics, all of that, that would cost you $200 to $300. Pop filter, it's only like $20. Interface, maybe $150, something like that. And the occasional stand you need for $20. All of those little things, you could be doing that within 1 month. If you sold your video game system and didn't have any games or sold your games, you could already have your home studio ready to go. You can also be going to concerts to see your favorite rappers. You know, when your favorite rapper comes into town and you're like, well, I can't afford that. Well, man, I didn't get to see them live or all that. Well, it's partially because you spent $120 on a video game, a couple video games for $120 last month. So you don't have that $120 to go see Logic or G-Eazy or Hove or whoever you enjoy. All right, so that's another advantage. Going to see concerts, learning your live skills, all of that. You could also be spending that on promotion. You see folks are into Facebook ads now. Folks are into even Instagram ads. Anything you're looking for, you could be spending that money, $5 a day, on actually promoting your music. You could be paying graphic artists to make you doper covers for your music. You could be paying people to shoot your music video. I mean, the ideas are endless, all right? But when you're spending $400, $500 a month for a video game system that's not necessarily helping your skills, you're just not even in the right realm, all right? And that's why the rappers that aren't spending all the time you're like, where are they getting this money to shoot that video? How are they going to every concert, turning up? How are they getting more fans? How are they promoting? It's because they're spending their money on something that's a little bit more important, a little bit more focused. Okay, and the last point for all you folks that just want to stop but don't understand how to do it, how to be more organized, is just pure and plain time management. A lot of rappers, they have this vision of themselves. They think, well, I'm gonna grind and then I'll get signed and then I'll be on tour and then I'll be traveling the world. All the girls are gonna like me and all the fans are gonna do it. But with what time management skills, what organization are you gonna be able to do this? Whatever vision you have of yourself, of this rapper that's going from city to city, hopping in and out of tour buses and foreign cars and all that, if you're not organized enough to actually focus on writing one song once a week, how are you going to be that artist that's going to go from Japan to Budapest to LA? Like, how are you going to do that? You can't even sit down and write a song. You're not going to show up in the tour bus on time. You're not going to perform well because you're addicted in your hotel room playing the video game. So another important thing to remember is develop the skills that you need to be that big bad superstar you think you're going to be. Develop those skills right now. Work on your time management. One main thing that I personally use is airplane mode on my phone. All right, so if I'm doing something important, as I'm recording this video right now, my phone is on airplane mode. Nobody can call me. Nobody's gonna interrupt the video, any of that. So that's one really good way in order to up your time management. Really simple, it's free. I would also consider, I use white noise. So, I put in my headphones when I'm writing something or I'm focused on something and it's just like, shh. That really helps for me to have my mind drift, or some noise outside or some siren is not gonna annoy me. So another way to use your time management, especially when you're trying to write and focus on reaching out to fans or whatever you're trying to do, is airplane mode and white noise, or some version that's gonna distract you. But you gotta understand, you're not gonna become this great artist that's doing a 50-city tour date with people just begging to hear your new song while you're addicted to video games and you can't even stop yourself from playing one more round of franchise Madden. You're not gonna be able to do it. They're just a house divided against itself can't stand, y'all. So you're gonna have to learn some time management. You're gonna have to get some tools, and you're gonna have to turn the system off. You understand? All right, so let's give a little review. Hopefully this all helps. A lot of information. You can come back to this video, rewatch it again. But remember, there are ways for you to actually get good if you can find a way to also play games and also, develop your skills. So go to chat rooms, battle folks. They're more likely to do it because it's anonymous. You can find ways to practice staying on topic. Create a fake account so you're not as stressed about fucking up your rating. If you're really serious about your ratings on multiplayer, create just your rap account and use that, all right? It's also a great way to get fans. It's a great way to build a community around your name. There's already examples of this, so we know it works. All right, secondly, hopefully this video serves as a wake-up call just how much money you're shoveling into this video game thing that could be going for concert times, studio time, to build your own home studio, to promote yourself. I mean, there's a lot of money that you're just spending going towards this direction of video game, rather than career, superstars, all of that. And the last point, of course, is you got to have time management. Whatever vision you have of yourself as this great, successful artist, I can tell you it's gonna involve having some fucking time management. 30, 40 cities in the space of a couple months. You gotta understand you're gonna need to be focused. So get focused, get organized, and understand that you have a choice. We all get it. Video games are super fun. I've been there before. It's really fun. I actually had to sell my system. Personally, I had to go the cold turkey route in order to be a more efficient, organized rap coach and rapper myself. But whatever you do, the point is get serious if you want this. If you really want this, you want to be this artist, you have this vision, you're gonna have to follow some of these tips in order to really be going towards the place that you want to as an MC. So hopefully this helps. If this is your first time watching us, Rap Coach Extraordinaire, How to Rap Drew, you know me. Be sure to subscribe, like, and for everybody else, comment below. How does this information help? Is there anything you've done personally to curtail and stop your video game addiction? Or are these some new ideas that you're gonna try out? Be sure to check in with us below in the comment box. We at the company do read everything, and we wanna hear from you, all right? So be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. It's Big Homie Drew. I'm off for today. Peace.